Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about an app that I use. It's a safety app called LIFE360. So this is an app that you put on each of your family members' phones, and it does a lot of different features that would just, and it obviously has a payments and there's different levels of what the features are. So there's a silver, gold, and platinum level that you can get. You get different features of that. There is also a free version of it too. And basically you can look and see where your family members are located. So you can see if they're on their way home from school, you can see if they're at tennis, you can see, because we don't want our kids answering their phone while they're driving. It does give you a location of where they're located as well. So it gives you that. So, it's not a tracking app. It's an app that gives you a lot of information about your family members, so you have you're better informed of what they're doing throughout the day. Or that you just, if you want to know if they're on their way home so you can start dinner or things along those lines. So there is 3 different versions of this app, and of course each of those versions come with a different cost. So you can get the free version, which gives you some basic functionality just so you can see how it works. But the silver version is the next one up, and then they have a gold version and a platinum version. So the biggest thing is with the silver version is you can get more family driving summaries, you can get things like that. You can get, I'll read off to you some of the features you get with it. But then when you really move up to the next level, which is the gold version level of it, you can get individual driving reports. So with silver, you can get just, hey, somebody within your family that's driving, that's on your app, was braking too hard. They were doing 100 miles an hour. They were blah, 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 right? So if you have 3, 4, 5 members of your family driving, you're getting a generic report that tells you that somebody did something maybe not great. So for example, when my wife took a plane ride and she got back and the report said that somebody was driving 100 miles an hour, over 100 miles an hour. So she asked me about my driving throughout the week that she was gone. It turned out that she actually got on a plane. She forgot to turn off her services for when she got on the plane. So during the takeoff, it clocked that the plane was doing over 100 miles an hour. So it was actually her, not me, that was doing over 100 miles an hour. But when you actually increase and you get up to the lower level, we would be able to tell that the person who was actually going 100 miles an hour on the plane was actually my wife Holly, not myself. So it gives you that, kind of breaks it down a little bit more. It also gives you, with the gold version of it, it gives you a dispatch of emergency services. That's a main feature for it as well. So crash happens, they'll dispatch emergency services in more of a help fashion, like an SOS fashion. Other things it does for you, it gives you 24-hour roadside assistance. So the silver version doesn't. So it just gives you kind of more, again, gives you more features, but you don't get the details of what those features are, and you're not going to get roadside assistance, you're not going to get emergency services, you're not going to get individual driving reports that you would get with the gold version. So price of the silver version is roughly, on billed annually, is roughly $4.17 billed annually. So if you pay it for the full year, $4.17. To get to the gold version, it's $8.33. They break it down per month, but you have to pay the whole annual to get to that price. Otherwise, it's another $1 or so for that. They also have a platinum version of it. So with platinum, they give you additional costs of things like, if your phone is stolen, they give you like $500 in stolen phone fees. They also give you more mileage for towing if you need to be towed. One feature that's really kind of nice is they'll show up, and if you run out of gas, they have gas services for you that they'll give you $3 worth of gas if you are stranded. The platinum level per month is going to run you about $16.67 annually if you pay it up front. So you can try all these services, all of these plans. You can try them free for 7 days. So if you want to see what is available to you, you can try them free. But each one of those comes with a little bit more cost because they're giving you a little bit more features with each of those things. So to get a full breakdown of it, we'll put a link in the description below so you can see what the breakdown is. It's a really nice feature and service that we literally have our kids turn on so that we can actually have a better idea when they're coming home from sports. We can start dinner earlier. Those are the things that we usually use those apps for. We haven't used it yet for the roadside assistance or for getting gas or for stolen phone credits or things like that. We haven't used it for those services yet. We do, however, really like the breakdown of the driving report. My daughter is a new driver. She's 16. I'd like to know if she's braking really hard. Maybe she's driving crazy, right? I also want to know how fast she's going. If she's, I don't want her doing 100 miles an hour like Holly was doing in the plane. I don't want that happening. So it gives you some of those breakdowns, so you have some assurances that they're being safe while driving. It also tells you if they're using their phone. If they're using their phone while they're driving, that we definitely don't want her to do. So it gives you some of those things like that. So it's very informative of an app. It gives you a lot of information, kind of keeps your family a little bit tighter together, because my son will look up when my daughter's coming home, so we know we can start dinner, things along those lines. So it's good for that. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a free version, a silver version, a gold version, and a platinum version. I believe that the best value for your money is actually the gold version. And the reason being is because the difference between gold and the higher level is about $7, maybe $8 a month. And really what you get with gold is you get 30 days of history, so you can go back and look at location history for 30 days. You get individual driving reports, which is key, because if you're not going to get individual driving reports, like, they don't give you a lot of detail if you're specifically if you're talking about monitoring a teen driver or a younger driver. You get emergency dispatch services with that. You get 24-hour roadside assistance. You get 3 gallons of gas. If you run out of gas, you get 5 miles of towing, which, I mean, there's always going to be something within 5 miles for you to get towed to. You get $250 in stolen phone coverage with it. They also have 24-hour, they dispatch help services for you. So those are the features of gold that we really like. When you get up to platinum, you just get more of all of those things. So do you need more than $250 in stolen phone coverage? Probably not. But if you wanted it, you can get $500 with platinum. You can get 50 miles of towing instead of 5 miles of towing. If you need to be towed, I guess it's worth it, but I don't know if it's worth it for us to pay that extra $7 a month or better, $8 a month. And so you get credit monitoring with the platinum, which you don't get with gold. I don't need credit monitoring. I already have my credit reports watched. And then some of the other things, family safety assistance is one of the big ones they have with platinum. There's a bunch of things in there. Disaster response, medical assistance, travel support with a team. You can go into each of those individual things if those are something that interests you. To me, it's not worth the extra monthly fee. Gold is the way to go with this. It protects your family on the go with different services, but it also keeps you informed of what's going on and where your family really is, and if they have issues and that sort of thing that they can't tell you about. So that's it. Subscribe to our channel. I'll put a link in the description below. If Life360 is something you'd like to look at least give it a try. I mean, it's something you can get for free, and then you can do the different services for a trial for 7 days. Give it a shot. But gold, I think, is the way to go with this. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. But we love it. We use it all the time. Every day we use it. So let us know. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.